What's up? And welcome to FAQ number 106. How you guys doing? I'm actually doing really well. In the latest FAQ where I fucked up the microphone sound, you know, I was a little bit nervous of how you guys would react. But you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Just shows that you have patience with me. And that makes me really happy. Thank you so much for, thank you so much for being okay with that. I truly appreciate it. And in this week's FAQ, I'm gonna make absolute sure that this microphone signal is recorded. So you don't have to worry about that. So what's going on for this week? I don't know. Just the same old bullshit, I guess. Will I release a new guitar model? I'm not sure yet, so I'm just not gonna show it on this FAQ. But who knows, maybe we released a new and awesome looking solar model. Maybe we did not. We just have to wait and see. I don't really have anything amazing to say. I can show you this. I bought this little lamppost here so I can have my microphone here. And look at this. Oh, it's amazing. I'm just like Matt Heafy now. Oh, okay. Absolute no blink. See? Great. First question. What the fuck am I doing? Hunden on market. Ola this tool. Time to start a war. Okay. Vogue 1. You didn't like the Tool's new album? Oh man. How am I going to take your opinion seriously from now on? Sad face. Okay. MP. These Tool remarks just make you ignorant regarding Tool music. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay. I see a pattern with this. In the latest FAQ, I gave my honest opinion about the new Tool album, and I said I thought it was a little bit boring. And you know, a lot of people agree with me, but obviously a lot of people disagree with me, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm good with that. Krei 77. Sorry, mate, but the last 200 albums were pretty damn boring for me. Well, at least it didn't take 13 years for me to make a boring album. David Martin. Hey Ola, how about a coffee with Ola with Andreas Kisser or the whole band Sepultura? I hear they are in Sweden recording. Thanks. Keep up the good work. Yes, I've also seen it because I follow Sepultura on Instagram. And as soon as I saw that they were in Sweden, and Andreas actually had a couple of pictures from Stockholm, I reached out to him and asked for a Coffee with Ola interview. I thought, like, this is going to be the perfect opportunity for me to have Andreas Kisser on Coffee with Ola. No response. Kimorica Blanca. Any leftover cabbage can and will be shredded and mixed with mayo. Coleslaw. Tristan R. Hey Ola, I got a question for you. What is the most disappointing gear you've ever used? It could be something that was very expensive, that didn't live up to the price, or maybe something you had high expectations for that failed to deliver. Okay, this might come as a surprise to a lot of you, but the piece of gear that had made me the most disappointed was actually the dual rectifier. First time I got it. You know, back in the day, this was like 96 or something like that. You know, there were basically only a couple of different real metal amplifiers. You had the dual rectifier and 5150. That was basically it, in Sweden at least. I mean, you had some other amps, but yeah, that was the shit basically. And I went and bought one, and when I hooked it all up at home, it was a half stack. It was a dual rectifier and rectifier cab, and I hooked it up, and it just did not sound. And it did not sound like in my dreams. And I was really disappointed. I had a Fender Mustang at the time, and it just sounded like absolute balls. So what I did back in the day is that, okay, I was like, fuck, it doesn't sound good. I hooked up my Korg Axe 30G, which is sort of like a multi-effect preamp, and I hooked it into the effects loop of the amplifier, and that's the way I play my dual rectifier. That's a pretty shitty but expensive rig right there. You know, but the actual reason why I didn't like the sound was that back in the day, I had no idea they were supposed to use an overdrive into the dual rectifier to saturate the sound. So my pickups that were like low or medium output, they couldn't really fire up the dual rectifier in the way that I wanted. So I always thought that the dual rectifier had such a weak distortion, and it sounded like ass, basically. So yeah, the dual rectifier, which is nowadays one of my favorite amplifiers, was the most disappointing piece of gear that I tried back in the day. So there you go. Thank you. Justus Gash. Hola, Ola. Thanks for keeping up all that you do. Oh, so kind. Thank you. You seems like a generally cool guy. Oh, thank you so much. People are amazing. Tell us about a super fan encounter that is funny, please. Okay, I can tell you about one time when I went to the Sweden Rock Festival in Sweden. Sweden Rock. Makes sense. I was there as a visitor, and I was really shit-faced. and I walked around and I saw a guy that looked like a rock star. He looked like he was, you know, famous. So I went up to him. I said like, hey man, awesome gig. Awesome gig. Thank you for playing. And he's like, thank you. We haven't played yet. That was Mick Brown of Dokken. So yeah, that was a pretty awesome moment for me. I feel sorry for him now. What a fucking asshole I am. By the way, that was when John Norum was in Dokken. It was amazing. Dokken, by the way. Oh, there it is. Nazi-ola. That's what you keep telling me. I'm Nazi. Isn't this like a part of a sign language as well? Isn't this like a O in sign language? No, you're a fucking Nazi now. That's what it is. Freemason. Rennie, who are your influences when it comes to soloing? I know you say you're more of a riff guy, but your solos sound really good even if they aren't flashy. Thank you so much. I think that even though, you know, Dimebag is a very huge influence on me, my solo is completely off from what he's doing. I'm more in the vein of John Petrucci, and I think lately more like Per Nilsson. You know, when I started listening to Per Nilsson, it was like, oh shit, he makes his solos really happy and great. And I'm like, shit, that's awesome. So I think Per Nilsson is a very huge recent influence for me. And that combined with, you know, John Petrucci and a little bit of Dimebag maybe. Huh? But there you go. Per Nilsson, Scar Symmetry. Oh, he plays in Meshuggah now too. Oh, name dropping. Marcin N. Hi Ola, could you please give us an insight on what's happening in the Haunted camp at the moment? Any tours coming? Poland misses you guys dearly. Thank you so much. I think that we are in sort of like a writing mode. I mean, we had 2 gigs this past Friday and yesterday in Sweden, so we're still playing every now and then, but it's probably time for us to write a new album and release a new album. It's just a little slow. That's how it is in bands, you know, everyone has jobs, and you know, some of the guys in The Haunted also plays in At the Gates, and you know, they're busy. They're busy. I'm busy. So, you know, slowly we're getting there, okay? There will be an album, just not sure what year. Hey, yeah, then. Wow, just discovered I was unsubbed. How did that happen? I don't know. I have no explanation. I just think that YouTube doesn't want me to have subscribers because I say f and shit all the time. So make sure you're still subscribed. And also, bell notification bell. It's good to have a bell notification bell. You can also be a member of my channel, just saying. But you have to pay. Hegotron, hi Ola, hope you and Luis are doing well. What guitar belts are you using? Any favorite brand? I'm using Levis or Levi's or Levis. Any thoughts? Yes, and I prepared for this because I knew this question was coming. I'm using these mono or mini or mono guitar straps. The reason why I like these, I have maybe 6 or 7 of these, is that they're really well padded. You know, not that, you know, center padding like here. Oh, it's gonna help you out so much when it's padded in the center. No, the whole strap needs to be padded, okay? And this is a really comfortable strap. I'm really happy about this one. The only problem I have with this strap is this little screw right here, because right there, it's where I lose most of my hair. After a gig, there are chunks of hair around this pod. So I usually tape over it, but then my hair gets stuck in the tape, and it's a problem. It's a problem for me. I'm losing hair. That's how it is. I'm getting old. Losing hair. You know, that's my career. Going out the doorway. I'm fine, you guys. I'm just crying on the inside. Dusan Andras. Hi, Ola. First question. How does tours work? Do you pick up countries, cities to play in? Or is there any agency for that? I saw your #1 stalker yesterday on stage, and she was great. Okay, that's a great question. Regarding tours, what happens is that a band usually has an agency that venues can get in touch with if they're interested of having the band perform. We're basically, you know, getting contacted by different venues or different managements in different parts of the world, and they make us an offer of us coming there to play. And basically that's it. You know, they offer us a certain amount of money to come and play their cities or their different countries and all that. And then they usually arrange everything behind it, but we have a guarantee and we go play, basically. So that's how it works. We don't necessarily pick the cities. So if, for instance, if we're going to the US, it's not like we pick the cities that we play in. It's more about, okay, is there an interest for The Haunted playing in this certain city? They reach out to venues and ask like, okay, The Haunted can come play here for this amount of money. Will you do it? The venue says yes or no. and they book us, or maybe they do not book us. So if we're not coming to play in your town, it's probably because there's a lack of interest, or there's a lack of interest from the venues or the promoter to get us there. So there you go. Thank you. Hope you understand what I'm saying, and good luck with, I don't know what I'm wishing you good luck for, but good luck. Okay, next question. Hi, Sai. Hola, Korn versus Slipknot. What's your preference? P.S. Been giving your latest album a flogging lately. Very impressed. Plenty of juicy riffs and loving your tones. Thank you so much. Korn versus Slipknot. That's a really hard one. But you know what? I think I have to go with Korn, actually, because Korn, I don't know. I was about to say Korn, but then I remember how much of an impact the first Slipknot album, not the first, okay, Lola, you racist, not the first one, the self-titled Slipknot album, when it came out, it totally shook the whole nu metal genre. It was so violent and angry, and I remember that so well, and I just loved it. I listened to the album over and over and over. And I think for that, I would probably choose Slipknot. I'm still a big fan of Korn though, but I didn't really listen to anything by Korn after Follow the Leader. But I like the first 3 Korn albums a lot, they're great. So there you go, Slipknot. Kim Senior B, timecode the highlighted topics, just so I can navigate through these long, worthless videos. Someday's gonna be brand new. I don't believe anybody. See, I can't play and sing at the same time. This just did not work. Timecode that for me, please. Stefanoski88. Hi, Lola, what do you think about my music? I make my own solo projects. Please check out one of my songs, Empire Slaves, on my YouTube channel. Cheers, mate. Okay. Stefanoski88. Let's check it out. I guess this is a new segment of mine. Ola checking out music. That's not YouTube members. Ooh. Final Fantasy VIII Remastered versus the original comparison. I love videos like this, by the way. That's a cool dude. But so far, the music seems cool. Everything's downpicking. I like that. Oh shit, is that you? That is you, but without the sunglasses. That's a cool beat. There you go. It's great, man. Good job. Keep it up. Okay, Ola checking out YouTubers. That's amazing, actually. Jonesy, what is the hardest Swedish word you know? Hardest Swedish word for non-Swedish speakers? Swedish word today. This is a great one. I think the Swedish word that people have the most problem with is actually my name, or saying my name correctly. I mean, when I'm saying my name in English, it's like Ola Englund, you know, Ola, Ola. But that's not how you say it in Sweden. In Sweden, you say Ola, Ola, like a very round O. But whenever I hear other people trying to say it, it's like Ola, Ola. That's not the same. Ola, Ola. You know, suck it. Ola. Ola. See? There's that. There's the Nazi Ola there. Ola. Okay? Not Ola. Ola. That's something else. So there you go. Now you can go practice until you meet me next time. You can say, hey, Ola. What's up? Sky Captain, I have a question. Do you know why Dimebag has that piece of electric tape on the neck pickup in his guitars? Okay, so what he's referring to is that Dimebag has tape on the side of the pickup here and on the body, basically just making a slope here. The reason why he's doing that is because sometimes if you play hard and you play the high E string hard, on some guitars the high E string might get caught by the pickup like this. And it's happened to me like once live where it goes like this, and I'm playing like, what the fuck? And that tape thing basically makes the string pop back up to where it's supposed to be. So that's why he used it like that. So there you go. Hey Ola, I just received my copy of Master of the Universe. Awesome as expected. You mentioned you were a fan of Bolt Thrower. I've not met many. What would you say is your favorite album and track? Okay, For Victory. For Victory is my favorite Bolt Thrower album. And my favorite songs are the first song, War, and the second song that's named, I don't know. I'm not that good with song names and remembering song names, to be honest. But the first two songs are just like the perfect pair, basically. So go check it out if you haven't already, okay? Right. Oh, there you go. That was the last question. Guys, thank you so much. That was the FAQ for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, whatever. Guys, if you liked this video, please put a thumbs up. And did I forget everything? Yes, I did forget everything today. No Ola tasting shit, no riff for today. I think I'm good. I'm gonna play some more down now with my members. I'm looking forward to that. Twitch! I'm gonna stream on Twitch. But it's not gonna be streaming while you're watching this though, because I record this early in the week. Guys, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. I love you.